Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I hope you're having an amazing day. It is Thursday, June 19th, 2014, and we're going to continue with the book of Enoch on chapters 46 and 47. Chapter 46, The Head of Days and the Son of Man. And there I saw one who had a head of days, and his head was like white wool, and with him was another being whose countenance had the appearance of a man, and his face was full of graciousness, like one of the holy angels. And I asked the angel who went with me and showed me all the hidden things concerning that Son of Man, who he was, and whence he was, and why he went with the head of days. And he answered and said unto me, This is the Son of Man who hath righteousness, with whom dwelleth righteousness, and who revealeth all the treasures of that which is hidden. Because the Lord of Spirit hath chosen him, and who hath the preeminence before the Lord of Spirits in uprightness forever. And this Son of Man, whom thou hast seen, shall raise up the kings of the mighty from their seats, and the strong from their thrones, and shall loosen the reins of the strong, and break the teeth of the sinners. And he shall put down the kings from their thrones and kingdoms, because they do not extol and praise him, nor humbly acknowledge whence the kingdom has bestowed upon them. Don't you love it when you're reading something and then you just get it, and it's like it smacks you upside the head on who or what is being said? And he shall and he shall put down the countenance of the strong, and he shall fill them with shame. And darkness shall be their dwelling, and worms shall be their bed, and they shall have no hope of rising from their beds, because they do not extol the name of the Lord of Spirits. And these are they who judge the stars of heaven, and raise their hands against the Most High, and tread upon the earth and dwell upon it. And all their deeds manifest uprightness, and their power rests upon their riches, and their faith is in the gods which they have made with their hands, and they deny the name of the Lord of Spirits. And they persecute the house of his congregation, and the faithful who hang upon the name of the Lord of Spirits. Chapter 47, The prayer of the righteous for vengeance, and their joy at its coming. And in those days shall have extended the prayer of the righteous, and the blood of the righteous from the earth before the Lord of Spirits. And in those days the holy ones who dwell are above in the heavens shall unite with one voice, and supplicate and pray and praise and give thanks and bless the name of the Lord of Spirits, on behalf of the blood of the righteousness which has been shed, and that the prayer of the righteousness may not be in vain before the Lord of Spirits, and the judgment may be done unto them, and that they may not have to suffer forever. And in those days I saw the head of days, which he seated himself upon the throne of his glory, and the books of the living were opened before him. And all his host which is in heaven above and his counselors stood before him. And the hearts of the holy were filled with joy, because the number of the righteous had been offered, and the prayer of the righteous had been heard, and the blood of the righteous been required before the Lord of Spirits. And that concludes Enoch for today. As I try to say normally, unless I forget, this is one of those books where you have to chew on the meat, spit out the bones. I do hope you guys are chewing on the meat and getting the deeper understanding of Enoch. Because it's not just, I know he's from, Noah's time and everything, and it happened right around the flood. But he also sees visions of what's going to happen in the future from his time. Like those chapters we're talking about when Jesus came and what they were going to do to him. How he was the righteous Son of Man. Peace be in you, my brothers and sisters. May the Lord have mercy on us all. I love you guys so very much. God bless.